Javarius in the blue corner, Calvin in the red. We're set for 3 3-minute rounds, a touch of the gloves, and they're off.
Calvin keeps a really low base, bent knees, which will lead to bigger punches and good movement, but it'll take away speed from his kicks. It also makes his head way more present for kicks. It'll be easier to get to. They crash together. Shields gets the underhooks, chases to the back, gets him up, gets him down. Giant dump off that body lock.
Got that ghillie.
McFarland back up, rushing in, shucks off Shields. Shields, no break, keeps the pressure right back on him.
I don't think neither one of these guys want to see this fight go to a judge decision.
No,
they looking for the finish.
Calvin taunting him in range, right in his face. These guys are happy to get after it.
Oh, big left landed for McFarland.
Touches on the jaw of Shields, and Shields returns the favor, changes the level in on the legs, pushes McFarland into the fence. Great head position by Shields.
But Javarius ate that, and he still kept on coming forward.
Man, you know he likes to eat. He's got pizza on his shorts, bro. These guys are right in front of us. Heavy pressure from Shields in on that high crotch. McFarland
take him for another ride. Big slam.
Another slam there.
And McFarland gets right back up, but Shields circles to the back. If he gets his hands together, I feel like McFarland is going to take another trip. McFarland does not want to rack up any more frequent flyer miles today, but Shields puts him down anyway.
McFarland not settling, instantly starts trying to work his way up.
You know, at 125, you can't settle. You know, you're also not allowed to get tired by public opinion.
Yes.
If you're a 125 and you get tired,
the energy must be infinite.
Yes.
Seriously.
You don't got that much weight in your body to be holding you down, so.
I think my left leg is 125 pounds. Ooh, big knee by McFarland. Shields returns the favor with another big shot to the body.
Some blood from the nose of Shields. Oh, nice combo.
Drops Shields to his butt. McFarland keeping the pressure. He needs to not get excited in knee or anything. He lets Shield back up, but Shield didn't give him much of an option.
Yeah, I think just that brief second of taunting there might have caused him. Now he's feeling himself.
McFarland putting on a show.
McFarland just letting him fly, taking advantage of the body. Shields is definitely still wobbled. You can see him kind of trying to shake the cobwebs out.
And he needs to keep his hands up because you don't want another shot there. One more shot and that's it. He's going to be done. Last 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Gets him up, gets him down.
No problem with the takedown. Let's see if he can do something with it.
Man, this is a round that I would say you have to score a draw. Shields won the round as a whole. Got 3 massive takedowns and another regular takedown versus McFarland dropping him with a quick 3-piece. So, I mean, because I would say damage was relatively even. McFarland scored a bunch of damage in a short period of time, but Shields landed much more damage throughout the round with the big takedowns. That's a 9-9 first for me. I don't know.
Yeah, like does that one knockdown, you know, sort of like erase all the big slams there?
If everything else was even, that would be McFarland's round. But Shields, again, rock bottomed him, then hoisted him, dumped him, then pulled him off the wall, then inverted him and slammed him again at the bell.
But he jumped right up from the slam, so
he did.
Quality slam, but was not able to really keep him on the ground and do anything from there.
Like
so
that kind of dump, I consider that, I would think that's damage. I've been thrown like that. That hurts. Maybe not the same as like eating 3 on the jaw, but it's, you know.
Well, yeah, I was telling Miles a couple of fights ago that speaking with some of the officials is looking for impact over damage. So how did it impact the fight? Well, he threw him down, but he got right back up. So they're looking at it from that standpoint.
Ooh, Shields, the big head kick on McFarland. Double unders, puts McFarland to the wall. Looking for his level change. The hands look locked. Someone's going to get a free first-class upgrade if Shields has the opportunity to air McFarland yet again. McFarland's got his head jammed on the fence.
Whoa.
That left hand was, I couldn't quite tell, but it looked like it might have been in. McFarland swings a big left hook to the back of the head. Shields has to stop resetting his gloves with his hands down. He is leaking out of the nose. McFarland happy with the lower volume and able to pick his shots a little more. McFarland definitely the more loose here. Hands down, drawing Shields in, and then cracking him every time he comes in. Now, Shields, you can see he's breathing through the mouth, probably because his nose is bleeding. It might be busted up or swollen on the inside, so he can't breathe without opening his mouth, which becomes a huge danger when you got someone checking your jaw. An open jaw will get you knocked out way easier than a clenched one.
Shields relentless with these takedown attempts.
Good, you love to see it.
Oh. Now when he gets him down to the ground,
McFarland with a sneaky little fence grab.
Yep. Ooh. A veteran move. That little pinky hook, just enough.
Did not escape the eye of the official.
No, sir. You know, Florida has some of the most seasoned officials in the country, if for no other reason than shows like Combat Night. Beautiful arm trap by Shields. Strips it back, kind of straight jackets it. He's attacking the neck.
Great composure now from McFarland, pushing up on the elbow.
Beautiful job peeling the elbow, but Shields is on top, and he wants his get back, and he is getting it. Putting hands on McFarland. And McFarland just stands himself back up.
Javarius Shields is really fighting hard for that rear naked choke.
Man, Shields is clearly the dominant grappler here, or at least the wrestler, but McFarland was pulling ahead with his power in the striking. Not necessarily volume, but his contact was better. So Shields doing the smart thing, putting him on the ground, body locking him with the figure four. And well, we get to stay here for 3 minutes, and I'm just going to hit you until they make me stop or until you give up.
Well, you know, with the relentless pressure at the takedown attempt, so it's curious to see what he could do if he could get him down and keep him down, and he's shown that he's thrown a few submission attempts at him.
Sir. It looks like Shields has a gift wrap here. He's sitting for the armbar, but there's only 10 seconds. That's when you start throwing hammers.
Yeah, just start hammering.
When you hear the clacker, if you're working a sub and it's not already locked, just start swinging.
Great second round there for Javarius Shields.
For sure. First round could be anyone's. Second round, clearly Shields. The third round will be our deciding factor. Now, either one of these guys can finish. McFarland has shown that he has knockout power. Shields showed that he has dominance on top. He can be violent with his ground and pound, and submissions are not out of his wheelhouse. If Shields gets McFarland back down to the ground, I see him hunting the submission, looking for that finish. He can ride it out. I don't think he wants to ride it out. I think he wants his get back for that 3-piece he ate in the first.
Former kickboxing champ Sotia New, Combat Night OG in the corner of Calvin McFarland.
Third and final round here. Who wants it more?
Both guys lumped up. Shields a little bloody. Great fight.
Yeah, these guys are throwing down.
Our first MMA fight to leave the first round, and I'm happy it did. This has been a great scrap.
Very well matched. Shout out Richard Cox. Dives for the single.
Gets McFarland on the fence, looking to compress the legs. McFarland digs the underhook. Can Shields lock his hands? Nope, but he can hook the leg, lifts it, puts McFarland to the ground. Beautiful wrestling by Shields. Taking what he's giving, using the defense against him, going for the Munson choke. That north-south could be there. Nope, McFarland turns the corner. Shields circles to the back, pinning the body, looking for the hook up. McFarland rolls him through. Shields stands up and escapes. He says, I'm not grappling with you, you're grappling with me.
Javarius Shields much more effective with his ground game, not coming off of a big slam.
Yeah. Well, the slams are awesome, but there leaves room because you got to go up and down, and there's separation and reset. It is way safer to have technical takedowns, but sometimes you just got to hit a guy with the earth.
But with these technical takedowns, he's been able to establish more position, land some strikes.
And McFarland is way more tired in minute 8 than he was in minute 2.
Undoubtedly.
Man, Shields' upper body controls work really well with his lower body agility. He's doing a great job here of controlling the wrestling. Shields, you gotta assume with the kind of takedowns we've been seeing and a picture-perfect overhead 5-point bridge, belly-to-back suplex.
That was beautiful.
That Shields has a wrestling pedigree leading into this.
Something.
Full mount and raining thunder.
The fact that he could maintain control off a belly-to-back suplex and overhead shows that he's been doing this for a minute. That's normally a release kind of throw.
He's going in for the choke there.
It looks like he might be under the neck.
There's the tap.
That's it, you got it.
We get a tap.
What a dog.
Man, Javarius Shields looking impressive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Isaiah Cabal, calls a stop to this bout in round number 3 via the rear naked choke for your winner, Jay Crazy Shields.
Quite an impressive performance from
Excellent finish.
Jay Crazy.
Great work.
All right.